Hey, Shalom, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakah HaKodash. Double honor to the elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth. A sincere Shalom, Babakariam, Shah, Yasha'Allah. That's peace to the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel. The Lord is only coming back for his elect, starting with 144,000. Revelation 7, Revelation 14. The name should be sealed. The name of the Father and the Son should be sealed in the 144,000's head, and the rest of the 1/3, Revelation 7 and 9 on down. That's called the Lord's remnant, the remnant of Jacob. Shall no longer trust in Babylon. The Lord is disconnecting, or has disconnected, his elect from the grid of the enemy, because that's what people are going to hold on to when they take this MOTB. You basically holding on to the grid of the enemy, because all the pleasures and all the dainty, the sweet, the lipo things of society is going to be on that new grid, which is that digital currency, which is going to be connected to that MOTB that's going to be inserted into your body, your hand, or your forehead, Revelations 13, 16, and 17. And you will not be able to do business. You will not be able to buy or sell, meaning your way of living, your way of doing business, your way of survival, it's about to get a lot tighter. You know, for those that do take this grain of rice, you know, you're going to find yourself in very difficult positions, you know, surviving for those few months that the Lord allow you to walk around with that device in you, man. This thing is happening. This thing is going down. These prophecies are closing. We're in the closing stages of Esau's kingdom. So we watching this thing closely. You know how you at the climax of your favorite movie, even though you've seen it 100 times, when you hit the, you know, that pinnacle, that summit of the movie, your eyes is glued. You still holding on to your chair because this is your favorite part. This is the part of the movie with Esau. This is the favorite part. So for the men of the Lord, the hopeful elect, the teachers, the prophets, the seers, right? The evangelists of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, you know, we watching every detail because it's that sweet. Every moment, every second that this kingdom falls, our eyes are glued on you, E. We glued on you, and we glued on your fall, because your fall means the upliftment of the elect of the nation of Israel. So this is Steve Popular right here. His show is the Popular Report. You know, CPA by trade. So he's not one of you side job. I went to Job Corps and got my accountant's, you know, certificate. Nah, this guy is really in. You know, he's in. You know, he's not in the know, but you know, he keep his eyes glued to the market, not just Wall Street, but the world market in itself. So when his certain videos come out, you know, I do listen closely, because this is another slippery slope that the Lord has placed you Edomites, you Babylonians in at this time, man. So we're going to look at this video, you know, and then after that, we're going to get a script. I don't have any scriptures, you know, queued up. We just going in the spirit. I'm just getting off the plantation, this damn plantation, so I'm not fully, you know, in the spirit right now. If the spirit hit me, you know, we'll come out with a few more scriptures, but I do got a script, you know, Revelations 18 we're going to go into, because as I was watching this video a little while ago, that's all I kept thinking about, is that this is a prelude to the fall of great Babylon.
The United States is in trouble, and while many believe that, nothing ever seems to happen. I have proof, and I'm going to show you why the collapse is inevitable. It's not that we're running out of money. The problem is we have far too much money. We have too little value, and the value that we have is being distributed to all the wrong people. Welcome to the Poplar Report. I'm Steve Poplar. I'm an accountant by trade, and as we walk through these numbers, they will be hard to fathom, hard to believe, and yet they are so very true, and it shows how much trouble we are in.
And that's, matter of fact, before we move any further, because, yeah, he gonna go into some hard numbers. That is true. You know, because what you come to understand, I had to work with a nurse today, you know, and she was complaining about her pay, you know, and you know these nurses are being paid a pretty decent dollar right now. Her husband can't make it. They can't stay afloat because of the economy. They don't know what's going on. They don't understand money. They don't know what's going on with the system. So she's scratching her head. You know, she got over $700 in student loans that she's trying to pay off. People just wiggling around earth with no understanding of why, no reason, nothing, you know, and this is going to add more to the frustration of the people when this thing hit. So this is Habakkuk 2 verse 6. We're going to read this. Shall not all these take up a parable against him and a taunting proverb against him? What's a taunting proverb? An example will be a wetback, a spook, a spear chucker, a porch monkey, a skillet. So there's certain taunting proverbs that's going to be spoken about you Edomites when this thing hit, man. And we roll it into 2024, and it's going to be serious. Everybody's going to turn their back on the whore. So it says, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his. And that's everywhere you went. Everywhere you went. You know, you went over there to the shores of Ham. You increased that land. You named it after yourself. Africa, Leo Africanus. You came over here to the 10 tribes that were scattered over here in what you call today America, Amerigo Vespucci. You named it after yourself. You went up there to Canada. You went up over there all the way to the other half of the world, Australia. You know, you went up there, you know, to the north, you know, where Japhet was at. You know, you called it Europe after Europia. I mean, this is just your MO. You're on the run, E. You know, that's just in your spirit. And you're a good runner, too. You know how you have those crooks? It's just like, you know, they're hard to catch. They know how to blend in. You know, he's real slick. You know, change his hairstyle, you know, throw some different clothes on, switch up his accent. No, but in the spirit, that's what you've been doing for hundreds of years. Now this thing is coming to a close. So people are seeing what's going on. And you've been increasing in that which is not his. How long? And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay. And when you go into this word thick clay, this is Habakkuk 2 and 6, right? When you go into this word clay, you know, I'm preaching to the choir, to the, you know, the Akim. This is for the new listeners. You know, repetition is the father of skills, our elders tell us. You know, this is Habakkuk 2 verse 6. And I love this scripture too, man. I really do. It is clay in the Hebrew.
Strong's H, 5671, Avtit.
Right? Which is really Abat Yah. Right? Which is weight of pledges, heavy debts, thick clay, goods, heavy debts, you know. And when you're going to see as we go into the popular report, the debt that this country is in right now, and you've covered yourself, you know, we're going to go into that word latent too, with debt. So you're paying people, you know, you're supposed to be supporting all these allies with zero, with nothing. Now this is the debt clock right here. This is real time right here. Okay? This is the numbers. Move as I speak. Look at that. All the transactions, oil, coffee, you know, soy, milk, eggs, fish, you know, jewelry, metal, rubber, phones, you know, steel, grass, hay, you know, everything that you need to run an economy, you know, is being ran. And this is the debt per citizen right here. You know, so this is that thick clay, you know, and this is the real number down here that they definitely don't like to talk about. This U.S. unfunded liabilities. You see, that's over 200 trillion. They definitely don't like to talk about this number, you know. So you can put the usury on to this. You know, it'll be impossible. So they basically breaking the economy so they can bring in a new system. So I'm gonna let, you know, this is what they do. You know, we go into the prophecies, you know, these are analysts, you know, they go into the reports. So I'm gonna let David Popular speak.
That we are truly appreciative of. Our switch campaign is something entirely different. We don't do this because we're making that spending away from these big box stores, and this is why. And most of that hit surpasses even the United States government's budget for invading other countries. I mean, the defense budget, which is basically the same thing, right? We defend others by invading them. We are spending more on interest on our national debt than our national defense. That should start opening your eyes. And half of the money that is brought in by personal income taxes to the federal government is now going just to pay the interest on the debt that exists right now. And that number is skyrocketing fast. It was about $600 billion the prior year, but now we're at $1 trillion. As we have a lot of the debt that from the federal government that is rolling off, we have approximately $207 billion last month that matured. So they paid back the savings bills, right? And then borrowed more money. They were...
We haven't seen how bad this is going to get yet. I mean, everybody's talking about the cost of food. There's
maturing 1.2% interest savings bonds and replacing them with 5% savings bonds. So you can see how the interest rate is going up every single month as the United States government is issuing new debt and issuing debt to pay for the old debt. Right now, the entire national debt of $33.9 trillion. You say, that's higher than it was before. That's right, because in the last couple of months, we've added another $500 billion of deficit spending. While we're being told out there that the deficit each year is at $1.7 trillion, you know that's kind of common core math going on right there. Because like, say, in 2021, while we had $1.7 trillion deficit, we managed to add Biden managed to add $2.7 trillion to the federal debt. And you say, where did the extra $1 trillion come from? Yeah, that's part of the government's magic numbers. So basically, we have the federal budget, well, sort of budget, the continuing resolutions, and then they keep passing new spending bills. And as they pass these new spending bills, that kind of adds on top of the deficit each year.
Listen closely.
We're projected to have another $1.7 trillion deficit this year, but Congress is going to pass some more bills to increase that spending a little bit more so that we have to basically spend more than what we've taken in. And at $4.4 trillion a year that the United States government takes in, and last year it was $5 trillion income. And if you think that they cut all the spending, government spending, by the $450 billion that they got less in taxes this past year, you have another thing coming. So we have interest rates going up. We have spending out of control. The national debt is now 122% our GDP. So if we were to stop everything, nobody gets paid anything for the next year, and we just, everyone's money that gets made, every business that makes any money, all that money actually just goes to pay down national debt, we would still have a national debt at the end of the year.
Did you hear that?
That's crazy.
Did you hear that? Now, this is for you Babylonians, you Americans who still holding on to that. You see that little flag behind his head? You know, because you can go out tonight and get a nightcap, a little drink too. You know, you can still buy some sneakers. Your gym bill is paid. You're going to get your oil changed in the morning. Your registration is up to date, right? Your mortgage on the house look like it's pretty much stable, you know. You're struggling at the store, but you're getting by, right? 2024 going to come around, and it's going to just fix itself automatically, right? Because that's what these things do to a powerful country like this. Are you not listening? Are you not hearing what's going on? Get your head out of your phone and pay attention. This thing is collapsing right under you, man. That's the last thing you want, is the floor that you walking on to give out under you. That's what's happening to this place, man. And the Lord say, shameful spooning shall be unto this man. It's embarrassing. Damn it. Watch this stuff. And if you ladies commercials out, man. What's this? Oh my God. I'm slacking for this. Damn, see.
That is beyond sustainable limits. We've passed the point of no return already. We just haven't realized it yet. And every month that interest rates remain high, we are seeing more of this 1.2% interest rate debt rolling off and being replaced by 5% interest rates. And of course, the White House is spending like there's no tomorrow, hasn't secured the border, wants to keep giving out free money to every country in the world because we're supposed to pay for everyone's defense, not just the United States' defense. We're supposed to pay for Eastern Europe's defense. We're supposed to pay for the Middle East defense. We're supposed to be paying for the Saudis, the Egyptians. We're supposed to be paying for everyone in Africa's defense budget. All this. And what do we get for it? We're supposed to be the funding of the world's police.
That's the part I wanted right there.
And the thing is that we can't afford what we're already doing.
See, that's the part I wanted right there, because that part right there, that's the part that made me think about Revelations 18. So, you know, you can go over there, check this out. You know, let's say I'm going to play on that video. You know, but that's the part, because these nations now that are, you know, when the bread basket falls and collapse, what happens to you nations, man? You know, what happens to you nations that did this? This is Revelations 18 and 8. Therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine. And she shall be utterly burnt with fire, which is going to be those bombs. For strong is the Lord God who judgeth her. And the kings of the earth, you know, all these people that he just stated, they living. Like you said, America's paying for their defense. You understand? They're paying for their defense. So they kicking out some serious dollars right now. Okay? Hold on. Give me a second. Hey, Mana, give me like 2 minutes real quick. Let me finish this real quick. So it says, and the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and live deliciously with her. And they eating. As America's protecting them, they eating. When they see the smoke of her burning, this is yet to come. This is going to happen. It's like the Lord is breaking this place down bit by bit. But the final breakdown is going to be them ICBM missiles, man. And when the nation see this place on fire, standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, alas, alas, that great city, Babylon, that mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come. And that's yet to come, man. This is on its way. We looking at some serious biblical times. We are in Akim. Akim, man. First, it's for the Akim. It's time to rejoice because these prophecies, these prophetic sayings. So what happens to the people here? They go up in smoke too. The only people that make it out of here is the Lord's the Lord's elect, who now are the hopeful elect, hoping to be the Lord's elect. They make it out of here. The rest of the people are going to poof. They're going to go up in smoke with this place. Okay? Let me read a little more. Check this out. And the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her, for no man buyeth her merchandise anymore. There's going to be no more selling or dealing here. And we seeing it right now. Look at the complaining over this damn dollar, man. The merchandise of gold and silver and precious stones and of pearls and of fine linen and of purple and of silk and scarlet and all thy wood and all manner of vessels of ivory and all manner of vessels of most precious wood and of brass and of iron and of marble and cinnamon and odors and ointment and frankincense and wine and oil and fine flour and wheat and beasts and sheep. You know, they got everything here. And horses and chariots and slaves and souls of men. That's what the Lord is about to deplete this place from, man. The glory, the golden city. No more people will ever dream of coming to a place like this. And to rejoice in these dainty things we just read about, you got to become abominable. You got to drink from the whore's cup to get in here, man. So I just wanted to put that out there. This is, like I said before, let me show the video if you want to go over here, you know, and look at the rest of this. This is the popular report. You know, he goes in, man. You know, and this is where we sitting at. And this is the conversation that I was having with this nurse today. You know, she said she got in the middle of an aisle a few weeks ago. She saw eggs was like $12 and she screamed in the middle of the supermarket. She said she didn't even mean to. She just screamed to the top of her lungs, like out of frustration. And they're making money, not knowing that's why you're hitting hyperinflation. He explains that in this video also. So a lot of people are about to be startled and thrown off as we go into 2004, man. This thing is about to take off. Our Lord is on his way, giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah HaKodash. Double honor to the elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth. Shalom.